Hi, I'm Justin from Cake Wallet talking about what's next for Cake Wallet and Monero.com. This is a re-recording of the presentation I gave at the Monero Konerenco 2022, which I sadly had to do virtual, but Cake Wallet and Monero.com are super proud to be sponsors of the Monero conference for 2022. We're covering some of the most important updates that are coming forward with Cake Wallet and Monero.com over the next month or so. So, as we noticed, and many other people have noticed, people use XMR a lot for purchases, a lot more than most other people use other cryptocurrencies for. Stablecoins and Monero in particular have become some of the most used digital assets for purchases. People want to buy things with a stable value so they don't have a capital gain or loss that they need to calculate. And people like to use Monero, which although it doesn't have these stable properties compared to as a traditional stablecoin, it has fungibility and privacy that is lacking with effectively every other cryptocurrency out there. So it actually is one of the most used digital assets for purchases. And there's a core growing community of people centered around CakeWalletMonero.com who actually use Monero for payments regularly. We saw open source project donations take off in 2021. For example, if someone put a GitHub donation link in their project website or on their GitHub, where people could receive payment in Monero. And we've also seen merchant adoption take off in 2022. Guns and Bitcoin and coin cards in particular seen a lot of success from accepting Monero for payments. We realize that unlike most other cryptocurrency wallet applications out there, which are centered around an exchange interface, people, of course, keeping track of their holdings, buying, selling, people want to download Cake Wallet and Monero.com primarily not as just a Monero investment, but to actually transact in Monero. And so we really want to help capitalize this on going forward. So to help facilitate this, I want to announce two things of many that we're working on with Cake Wallet. One of which is a gift card marketplace, which is available for XMR, BTC, and LTC, and an exchange auto router, and of course, all sorts of other stuff. But I'm going to give a quick sneak preview of the first two. So we're introducing the Cake Wallet and Monero.com marketplace, where the receive screen used to be from swiping left to right from home is now replaced with a marketplace. The first enable option will be to buy gift cards with digital assets. You can see example screenshots here with some example merchants that we intend to be offered. But of course, check the application as we go live for more specific and more accurate announcements. And you can go through and select one. Here we are choosing an arbitrary amount to load up on a hypothetical card here, where you can easily add a tip. And you can see that the code is actually directly displayed in the application. So you can use this to redeem online if you need the card number, or really cool, you can use it in person at a physical location to easily load up only the exact amount you need to pay a specific bill or cover a specific transaction. And then you can have the retailer just scan the gift card code directly there. So this is a really easy way for people to purchase gift cards for just the amount you need in XMR, BTC, or LTC, and you can just throw the card away after, of course, once the full value is used, or you could preload a larger value and use it recurringly if that's the way you prefer to use it. So some of the highlights of the program. We're starting with just select U.S. merchants, but there are over 100,000 physical and digital locations. So this is actually quite a broad further set of adoption for easy Monero use. You can easily spend your Monero by getting gift cards for use at all these locations directly within Cake Wallet. We only need an email. There's no other long, burdensome account creation process. We just get your email so that we can forward the gift card confirmations to it, but we don't use it for really any other purpose. You can set arbitrary amounts, no longer buying them in series of $20, $50, or $100 and losing the rest of the balance. Instead, you can buy only the exact amount that you need for the vast majority of merchants out there. And there's immediate delivery of these. Once you send the transaction and our node sees the Monero, Bitcoin, or Litecoin payment, we will immediately credit you with a gift card that is usable at that specific moment. We're not going to sit around making you wait in the store for confirmations. You send the transaction, we see it looks good, we approve it, we send you the money right away. And the gift card, we credit your balance right away, free to use online and in store. And also, we're passing along savings to people as well. So, for example, where you might normally use a credit card for payments and get some cash back, you're not going to be losing out on that by transacting using the gift card process, because we're giving you instant savings to start. So, for example, let's say a card would normally cost $100 for a gift card. You can get that at a discounted rate of approximately $98, of course, payable in XMR. So the marketplace is just the start. We want to make it as easy as cake to spend XMR on services you care about. So let us know what else you'd like to see here. And of course, let us know what merchants are most important for you to be or you would like to use directly within Cake Wallet to easily spend your Monero on real life goods and services. The second thing I want to talk about is an exchange auto router. You may have noticed that we recently added SideShift in addition to ChangeNow, and we have our own initiative BlockBuy, which we're continuing to work on. It's really burdensome to go through checking all these different prices. And of course, some people may prefer to use some services over the other. So advanced users can go through with the future version of Cake. They can select only the exchangers they want to use, and then Cake will do all the hard work in the background of requesting quotes from all of the providers that you have specifically selected and choosing the best rate from among these. So that way, you don't need to think twice. You just go to make the trade that you want to within Cake Wallet, and you get the best rate among all the providers that you have selected. This will increase reliability and liquidity from more services, and it will result in the best exchange rates with no additional effort to the end user. I know a lot of people in the Monero community are especially concerned about access to Monero liquidity at certain times, and allowing us to easily flow exchanges where the prices are the best and where the reliability is best at that specific moment. We'll make sure that when you're using CakeWallet@Monero.com, you can just very easily get the best rate and a very reliable rate without having to think about it anymore. Expect this to be launched later this quarter. It takes a lot of testing. We actually have done a lot of work on this already. We have beta builds out for this to use for internal testing, but I want this to work 100% of the time, not just 90% of the time. So we are putting this through a very long testing process. And also the best part, sorry, before I wrap up too, is that with the gift cards, this is something that's coming out within the next month. It's not soon TM happening at some point in the next year, maybe. It is happening within the next month, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. So we're really excited to further build upon how people can use Monero. I know that a lot of people trust CakeWallet and Monero.com for them sending transactions. So we want to really build out this tool set. If you're interested in partnering with CakeWallet for any of these things, you can message me at justin@cakewallet.com or justin@monero.com, or on my Twitter. I have all sorts of other ways for you to reach me. Okay, thank you so much for your time. This is just a fun flash talk going over some of the biggest things we have in the timeline, in addition to everything else on Cake Wallet. I hope you keep, we really appreciate using Cake. Take care.